All right, we'll get to our questions then. David, go ahead.
Hey, Kennedy.
How you doing?
When I asked you the other day about, the offense and how you saw that shaping up, I remember you just told me that, you think the Sparks are going to be unstoppable. And, we saw some of that out there today. Obviously, there's still stuff to go, but just, being out there with that group today, pulling off the win, just what did you see? What were some of the good things that you saw from the offense?
I mean, the first thing that I noticed was our energy. The level just risen from defense to offense. Everything just kind of came together for us piece by piece. We're getting out there, we're playing with a lot of different teammates, new faces, and we're learning each other each and every day. So the biggest thing was just playing with energy, playing together, and not necessarily focus on the score, focus on what we can do to get better for the regular season. So.
Coach, talk in particular about your energy. How important is that to you to be able to bring it up?
It's important. I mean, when I come to the game focused and locked in, I feel like I can get my teammates engaged as well. I think that I'm one of the people that sparks this team and gets us going if we're in a funk or if anything goes left for us. So it's important for me to come out every day and be ready, you know what I'm saying, because I never know when my number is going to be called. So I'm just trying to stay within myself, keep a good mindset, and be ready.
Any other questions for Kennedy?
Damien, CIE Fashion Magazine. Now, you guys let the game get away from you in the third quarter, but you guys regrouped and took back control. How did you guys go about doing that?
It's just knowing each other, knowing what we needed to do. We seen the score. I think they had about a 10-point lead, and we knew we just needed to chip away at it. The little things. We had a guard that came in and was 6 for 6 off the bench tonight. I mean, those things are amazing. That can separate a team from being good to great when you have a team full of 12 players that can do crazy amount of things. So, I mean, she came in. She gave us a spark. I tried to push the ball, find my teammates, and I think it was just the defensive pressure and intensity of this game which really made a turn and made us come back and win.
Questions with David.
Hey.
Playing in this gym in the past 5 years, obviously you have some kind of a comfort level with that, and your performance tonight, how much did your familiarity with playing, in this gym as part of in the Big West play into that, to the performance that you had today?
Yeah, it definitely helps. My assistant coach from Hawaii actually texted me a couple of days ago and was like, home court advantage, question mark. So, yeah, it definitely felt familiar. I've hit plenty of shots on this court before, so it was kind of just, I felt really comfortable out there, yeah.
Amy Brittany from ABC in Australia. You're a long way from Perth. Tell us,
Yeah.
for you, is this the dream to play in the WNBA?
Oh, definitely. I think this is kind of every little girl's dream when they start playing basketball, and this has kind of been my dream ever since I started when I was 7 or 8. Very long way from home, but I'm loving every second of it over here.
Coach Fisher talked about your confidence on the court, and that's just due to hard work. How hard are you working? What are you doing behind the scenes to just, like you said, maybe it was the home court advantage, but you're so confident on the court today. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, reps and gym time. I've put a lot of time into my shot over the last 6 years, especially at Hawaii. I had a few knee injuries along the way, so all I could really do was shoot for a while. But I have that much confidence in my shot that it's like, when I miss, it's like, oh, damn. But yeah, definitely just reps off the court.
There've been other Australians like Charlotte Hill who've gone through the WNBL path. Do you think it was really helpful going through the university and going through Hawaii, spending time getting the reps in gyms here, playing against fellow Americans? It's really helped you hopefully succeed in the WNBA?
Yeah, definitely. I think it forced me to grow up a lot at a very young age, and was kind of a hostile environment almost coming over here because I just didn't really know anyone when I first moved over here. So it's definitely helped my development on and off the court.
You were able to get some minutes at the floor tonight. What's that like, kind of banging down there defensively?
They're a lot stronger than the post in the Big West, I'll give you that. Yeah, definitely. I think that's something I have to continue to work on too, is my post defense and putting some strength on and being able to handle that physicality more.
Obviously today was a very successful day with the win and your performance individually. But what's been the biggest adjustment you've had to make from the college game to playing these WNBA defensive games?
Just kind of the speed and physicality of the game. My first few days at training camp, my legs were just gone after the first few days because it was just the pace was so much faster, and these girls are just so much bigger and stronger than I'm used to. So that's probably definitely the biggest adjustment.
Amy, CIE Fashion Magazine. Now, you couldn't miss. Now, at what point did you realize you were in the zone?
Probably after that and 1-3 that I had, I was kind of like, okay, I'm feeling good. And after that, it was just still finding my shots within the offense, but I kind of knew that I had a bit of a hot hand, yeah.
What do you do to keep yourself engaged when you're not making shots?
Definitely working on things off the ball, how I can contribute outside of just my shot and scoring, like rebounding, getting defensive stops, helping my other teammates out, and kind of just bringing that energy.
Amy, Jackie Ray, I'm like Cass Media. To that point, you stayed aggressive on both sides of the ball. I started hearing your name being shouted a lot more. Did you hear that on the court, and how did you stay aggressive on both sides of the ball?
I honestly don't really hear much when I'm playing. From the stands especially, most of the time I'm that locked in that I don't hear anything. I've had my old coach from Hawaii I had to yell my name 6 or 7 times one time during a game because I was just like not hearing anything. But I don't really hear much of that stuff now.
How different is an open shot here versus in college?
Very different. I would say I have to personally work harder off the ball to get that shot up, and I think during college, especially during these preseason games, it's not so scout heavy focus. It's more about us. So I definitely feel like I've kind of come into the games a little bit of like an underdog and not knowing too much. So that kind of helps definitely as well.
Any last questions? All right. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.